Let's get on with the details now. 2 people have died in the Sisala East District in the Upper West region after some youth there clashed with police. 21-year-old Kanawi Hanidu drowned in the Tumu Dam while he was trying to escape from the police together with his friends during a swoop carried out by the police. A 17-year-old boy also died as the police fired shots to disperse the youth who marched to the police station to protest the swoop. A group of irate youth attacked the police station and vandalized property in the course of the chaos. We'll be speaking to Brahma Mohammed, who is an eyewitness. He'll be joining us on the phone with some more details. We also have our correspondent, Rafiq Salam, who joins us from the Upper West region. Rafiq, can you hear me? If you can, what more do we know about this incident?
This was an incident that was started yesterday. The police went on a swoop to arrest suspected weed smokers, and then in their attempt to arrest them, they tried to run away, and then also one ran into the Tumu Dam. And I'm told that he got thrown there, and his name is Hanki Habidu. And so it was this morning that the body or the side body of Habidu was retrieved, and so the youth was not happy with the way the situations went because they thought that the police was hard-handed in dealing with the suspected weed smokers. And so this morning, the youth of the town marched to the Tumu police station, and then they vandalized properties there worth thousands of Ghana cedis. And so the police, in their attempt to ward them off, also fired warning shots, and then allegedly getting one of the suspected, one of the youth who went there on the raid. So one other person is also hit on the eye and is at the hospital.
Rafiq, do we know the extent of damage that this irate youth caused to the police station?
For now, we can't say, we can't quantify it. It's still early yet, and even the police are not allowing people to come to the scene. Even the pictures that we had are taken, the shots we took from afar, and so they are not allowing people to go in there. And then the police administration also, so that's the commander is tight-lipped on the issue.
Has authorities there done anything about this situation, Rafiq?
For now, I'm yet to speak to authorities. Like I said, the commander is tight-lipped on the issue. But what we know is that the police are trying to bring more personnel into the scene because they are thinking that maybe in the night the youth may come back again. So in order to walk off. So they are really prepared and protect their property.
Rafiq, thank you very much for your side of the updates. Let me get on with David Lurie. David Lurie is a local journalist. Hi, David. If you can hear me, can you tell us the situation on the ground as we speak?
Well, now there's been calm. The security and then the landlords of Tumu call for calm, and then there's calm currently. But now the security agencies, together with the municipal chief executives and landlords, they are in a meeting to see how they will resolve the issue that is on in town this morning.
Who else is in this meeting? Do you know?
Well, they had a team came from Wa. But we are yet to go there. Okay. But I think a team came from Wa to join the diocese here, and then the landlords to speak to the issue.
Do we know if any arrests have been made?
No arrests have been made. No arrests so far have been made. But when the clashes were on, we heard that one other person was shot. And then Sisala Youth Forum, who also came here to appeal to the youth to calm down, they reported to us that we visited the hospital, and then the person is currently receiving treatment. He's fine, all right, but we don't know what will happen next.
I spoke with Rafiq not long ago. He told me about the extent of damage. What is your side? What can you report on the extent of damage caused to the police station?
Well, I think for now the police in Tumu have no vehicles to move. they vandalized their vehicles, all the windscreens and other parts, portions of the vehicles are just broken down, and then they threw stones, they nearly burned the whole institution. For the intervention of fire service, the place would have been burned with police officers locked inside.
There was a very unfortunate incident in Tamale where there was a clash between the police and the soldiers there. Obviously, it has its own impact on the public confidence in the security agencies. I don't know if the people in Tumu may have heard about this, but have they? And if they have, what is this particular situation? What's the sort of impact this particular case is having? What are the responses? What has been the reaction of the people of Tumu?
Yes, what is happening here is that workers around this area on Able, they are not, I will say they are not sick. The time I approached the Ghana Health Service, their office was, let me see, it's around there. The time I got there, they were taking pictures, and then even myself, they nearly took my camera, and some people had to help me retrieve, and then I came back, they took my colleague's motorbike, and then the assembly member paid for the motorbike. And I don't think people working around this area are safe. But what I know currently is that there's been calm.
David, thank you so much for bringing us that update. We'll be touching base with you when there's a different development on this. But I've been joined in the studio by Mohammed Balu. He's a manager at Watford FM. It's an FM station that's based in Tumu. He'll help us understand how widespread these activities of suspected weed smoking camps have been in that area. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you.
So, but let me find out, by the way, what brings you to Accra. It's such a nice coincidence, so to speak.
Yes. I've been in Accra for the past few days with the DW.
Right.
We are undergoing training on some sort.
But then you can help us bring to a proper perspective this matter we're dealing with from Tumu. We understand that the police had gone in to swoop in on an alleged or suspected weed smoking camp. How severe is the situation of drug abuse or weed smoking in Tumu?
To start with, I want to put on record, Tumu is not known as a place where people smoke a lot of weed.
Okay.
The Tumu Dam, if you go to Tumu, on the way to the Tumu Training College, there's this Tumu Dam. Behind it, we have some youth who go there to do gardening. And some of them... What
was that?
Gardening.
Gardening,
yes.
Okay.
And some of them also are suspected to be weed smokers. And it's not the first time. I think somewhere a year ago, there was some police swoop on the camp there. And
so there is a camp?
A sort of a camp. I mean, young boys go to meet, they drink a tea.
What is a tea?
A tea, the local drink made of herbs. Concoction that they drink, and not all of them smoke actually.
Okay.
A few of them do.
Okay.
But the soup, I'm talking about the last time it happened, it led to the death of a young man in the Tumu Dam. Apparently, we heard he was also being chased, and then he fell in the dam and drowned. And then the community took it as an accident, and they buried the guy. Nobody heard it. Okay. Yesterday, I heard that the police were there, and these police are not Tumu police. They are the police from Wa. They belong to this group they call the SWAT.
Okay.
They come there to do operations. But what surprises me is that when they were in Tumu, it's as if they did not tell the police commander, and they went there to do the operation.
Why do you say so?
I'm sure if the Tumu police commander, he was aware of their coming, what we've seen in Tumu would not have happened.
Okay, so that's not
a
fact.
Overkill.
No, so that's not a fact.
It's not a fact, but right. I think that...
Okay, so we need to separate the facts from the opinion so that we'll be able to
I've been speaking with the police commander.
And he says he's not aware.
He wouldn't tell me he's not aware, but I think what has happened in Tumu should not have happened in the first place. Tumu is a very good place for maize farming. Tumu does a lot of activities rather than... We are not known for weed smoking.
Okay, so let's just say, so try and remove yourself from the equation. I get it when you say that we are not known for weed smoking, then it's as if you're kind of taking a piss now, aren't you?
That's the type of question you ask. I want it to be known that we are not known for, we don't farm weed, we don't smoke weed.
So, but then you're speaking. So you're saying that this camp, this so-called camp at the dam, is an isolated place or an isolated
just behind
case.
the Tumu Dam, just some group
where
of
boys
young men.
go there.
The boys go to sit down.
You said that the last time the police was there, they chased after them. One of them drowned
died.
again.
Yes.
So it's a similar thing we're seeing now.
What happened yesterday was a kind of a reaction. Some of the community residents felt it was becoming a recurrent thing.
Okay.
So, and I called the police commander in the evening and told him around 3 that this is what I've picked up. So you should do well and then get down there and resolve the issue.
So from your conversation with the police commander, it appeared that he was not aware of this operation, you say?
As at the time I spoke to him yesterday, I'm sure he was not aware.
He was not aware.
As at the time I spoke to him, around 3 yesterday, because when I called him, I told him, Commander, I've heard some of your men are doing operation and one of the guys is drowned in the Tumu Dam.
Okay.
And so you should go there and see what's happening.
I see. Since then, what have you heard? What's the latest information you got?
The latest I've heard is that sadly another person has died. After the resident got angered and went to attack the police station, the police returned fire, and according to the Tumu doctor, Dr. Wood, one more person died after the one that drowned in the dam, and then another person had stray bullet in the eye. And that's so sad. I mean, this shouldn't happen in Tumu.
What sort of impacts are we looking at in this situation, and how do you think, looking at the nature of Tumu, I mean, you know the place better than I do, what sort of interventions will be necessary for there to be peace? Because obviously this looks like there's going to be friction between the police and the residents.
Sure. I have a feeling that the current police leadership, they need to wake up to realities, because we had a police commander called Ayensu. He had a very good relationship with the community members. He has left. There's a new police commander in place. And I think that we are a farming community. This is time for farming. And for Tumu to be out there in the news for this bad reason at this time, and this is the time we're going to farm, it's such a bad thing. And I think that I spoke with the regional crime officer, and he told me tomorrow that he'll be going to Tumu. And I'm sure the last time there was a community forum where they met community members and had a kind of a dialogue to see how they will understand the work of the police, and then they also listen to the issues that the community members have. So I think moving forward, the MP, the Tumukuru, they've all been speaking through Radford FM to the community about the need for calm to return immediately to Tumu.
Okay, thank you so much. Mohammed Balu has been speaking with us. He is editor at Radford FM, right?
Radford FM.
Radford FM. Radford
it's an
FM.
acronym, Radio for Development.
Okay, so that's a community radio?
Sure.
Very well. Radford FM, and he's in Accra. He happens to understand Tumu very well, and he happens to have knowledge of what's happened in the past, which we're tapping from to understand the current situation and what can be done going forward. Mohammed, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Well, we've been trying to get through to the Upper West Regional Police Commander, DCOP Otreboa. He's unable to join us at the moment. We understand that he is briefing the IGP. As and when we have any further development, we will bring it to your attention.